Special presentation from News Channel Nebraska. NCN Sports is presented by Currency, Allo, Midwest Bank, Woodhouse Auto, and by Liberty First Credit Union.
Well, welcome to Sun Valley Lanes and Games here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Brandon Axmit, John Lucido with you for the 2023 Unified Bowling State Championships. Class B is getting things started. Class A will follow. John, it's Lexington and Seward in this B fixture. Class A will see Columbus and Lincoln Northeast. And wouldn't you know it, two defending champs from last year have made it. Lexington was Class B's, Columbus was Class A's, and we're going to see them again in these two championship matches.
Yeah, Brandon, I actually think we're going to see some pretty good competition today. The teams that made it, obviously last year's champs, they had some formidable opponents earlier, and the bracket was pretty interesting to watch, and the competition today is going to be pretty darn good.
Speaking of specifically Class B, Lexington, the 3 seed, Seward, the 1 seed. This, of course, after the seeding round. So, John, those who are unfamiliar with the format and how these teams got here to this championship match, please let our audience in.
So our teams bowl 6 games of Baker competition. In Baker competition, the players will actually rotate turns to determine and make a traditional game of bowling like what you normally do when you go out to open bowl. So we'll go athlete, partner, partner, athlete, partner, partner, athlete, partner, partner, athlete. For those keeping track at home, that's 10, makes up 10 frames. The teams are going to bowl best of 3, 5 Baker match. So whichever team works 3 games first, they're going to be your champion.
And there were 8 teams that started the day. So you have first round, then you advance to the semis, and then, of course, here to this championship. And it's Seward and Lexington, the 2 teams left standing here in Class B. Stay with us. We're about 7 minutes away from the Class B Unified Bowling State Championship here on News Channel Nebraska. We'll be back.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
The air inside your home can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than outside air. John Henry's priority is keeping your home safe and healthy for you and your family. Cleaning your home's air duct system is an important part of that goal. Our service professionals will clean your air ducts using top-of-the-line equipment that pulls air in reverse through the duct system, while using compressed air and agitation tools to remove unwanted particles. Once the air is discharged, it runs through 3 stages of filtration, leaving your air duct system restored and functioning cleaner than ever. Contact John Henry's today and schedule your steps to a healthier home.
Life is a wild ride. It's important to have a trusted partner along the way. Liberty First Credit Union exists to provide its members with affordable financial services. Whether it is a large purchase, a new car or home remodel, overcoming obstacles, or chasing your dreams. Financing life is what we do best. Give us a call or visit libertyfirstcu.com.
Champions are crowned each year in Lincoln. All of us at Visit Lincoln welcome the athletes, families, and fans from across Nebraska to our community. When the final whistle blows and the game ends, make sure to discover how Lincoln can make your stay even more memorable. Stop by the Visitor Center at 7th and P in the Haymarket or visit us on the web at lincoln.org. Visit Lincoln is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
It's in the way we begin our day. It's in our story, in the things we say and see. And we are your home. It's in relationships and time we spend on your farm, in your heart, and with your
Woodhouse brings you the experts and insight to keep your vehicle road ready. From regular maintenance to larger issues, our team of service advisors and brand certified techs have the solutions to get you and your vehicle back on the road. Plus, you can enjoy convenience of scheduling online, amenities like pickup and delivery, and for quick fixes, comfortable lounges within our dealerships. Bringing you more every time since 1975. Service with Woodhouse.
And welcome back to Sun Valley Lanes and Games. We are 3 minutes away from getting the Class B Unified State Championship going between Seward and Lexington. John, we sort of broke down the bracket a little bit. We, looked at Seward. They're the top seed. After that seeding round, they swept Scottsbluff 3-0. York took them to 5, though, and Seward barely able to defeat them 3-2 to get here. And then you look at Lexington, the 3 seed. They sweep Wilber-Claytonia. They sweep North Bend Central. How much, if at all, could those potential 2 extra games impact the Blue Jays as you get to this championship match?
Yeah, let's talk about that Seward match. So in that match, that went to 5, and the Seward team had a 5-bagger, which is 5 strikes in a row. They won by less than 20. If one of those 5 strikes doesn't occur, they're not here. The York Dukes are here. And a shout out to York because they did a really great job of taking Seward to the mat and making them show up for all 5 games. So Seward is, got a challenge. So now it changes your mental aspect of this a little bit, thinking, man, we just got through that last match. You got to regroup from that, focus, and get back to the task at hand and just take Lexington on the best you can.
Something else that's interesting about this, Lexington has been doing unified bowling since it existed 8 years ago. It's its 3rd trip to state, and of course, it's the defending champs. Seward, this is year 1 for the Blue Jays program. So they've made it all the way to the final already, which is great. But talking to Candace Bridgeford, the head coach for the Blue Jays, she said, this is all still new to us. We've not done any of this before, so it will be interesting to see how the Blue Jays handle the pressure of the championship, even though they've done well thus far to get here.
That could be good or bad. If you don't know what you don't know, sometimes that works out as a blessing in disguise. They might not be as nervous, might not be thinking about stuff. They're just going to have a good time. And when you do that, you can tend to score higher. You're relaxed and good things tend to happen. So if they don't get in their own heads, I like their chances. The team's pretty good. And like I said, they fought off York pretty well. So I think anything's possible. I think we're going to see a great match here.
1 minute till we get the Class B Unified Bowling State Championship going. Stay with us. We'll be back here in Lincoln.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
Get rewarded and earn interest for using your My Design Rewards checking account with Midwest Bank. I'm volleyball player Allie Badenhorst, and I get rewarded when I use my debit card grabbing a bite to eat or getting coffee before class. It's easy, simple, and smart. It's not about how much money I have in my account. I get rewarded just for using my debit card at all my favorite places. Find out more at MidwestBank.com. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Welcome back. The wait's over. It's time to get things started here at Sun Valley Lanes and Games. Brandon Axmit, John Lucido with you for the 2023 Unified Bowling State Championships. This is Class B. Seward taking on Lexington. Later in the day, Class A will wrap things up. Columbus facing off with Lincoln Northeast. John, as we mentioned, it's the best of 5 here in this championship match. That's the format all throughout the day. The winner of this match gets to hoist the trophy as the state champ for 2023.
Farmers Mutual of Nebraska provides dependable insurance coverage that's local to you and
Yeah, we're going to get going here in just a moment. We're going to do our Baker competition. Again, each team is going to bowl one game. As you mentioned, Brandon, the first team that wins 3 is your champ. This is a Baker format, so the team will actually alternate through players. They will take turns making a delivery each frame, and then the frames will add up, get your traditional game score, so we'll know who the winner is here after this game.
Players on the Lexington roster: Traven Berry, Jonah Bryan, Gabe Fees, Daisy Gomez, and Sylvester Vargas. Again, these are the defending champs, Lexington Minutemen and Minute Maids. For Seward, first-year bowling in Unified, it's Christy Connor, Lucian Gunn, Karen Nyhart, Creighton Roth, and Carl Taylor.
Lexington starting out the first shot. Pretty good, 8.
It's Gabe Fees, his 3rd year on this Lexington program with that ball. Here comes Cameron Nyhart for Seward.
Cameron, a two-hander. He throws the ball without his thumb, gets some extra rotation. That could help with a pinfall, so we'll watch, see how he does throughout the day. Great start here for Lexington. Covers that spare.
Gabe Fees getting the mark in frame 1. Nyhart seeing if he can match here.
10 pin's tough, especially for the two-hander. It's difficult to get the ball to the right side, just like we saw there. That's okay. It's early. A lot of time.
Here's
so
that
again,
two-hander.
no thumb. You see his thumb on the side of the ball. When he goes, he rotates his hand, generates extra hook, but it's tough when shooting at a 10 pin.
8 pins dropping here for Jonah Bryan.
Jonah leaves the 2-8, known as the sleeper. Difficult spare. He's got to make sure the ball drives through, hitting that 2 pin so he can get the 8 pin behind there. But good pin count on the spare.
Lucian Gunn here for Seward, also with 2 left standing.
Lucian goes high. Fortunate now they split. 3-6 spare, though. Could be a little bit tricky. He's got to avoid the chop, which is taking the 3 back and missing the 6. This looks good. Great cover.
Bryan nails it. 2 spares and 2 frames for Lexington here to start.
Good cover. Got the ball to cover both pins, and that's how to make that spare. See the rotation on the spare conversion? Perfect.
Now Traven Berry.
Traven got the ball left off his hand. Causes the catch to the headpin on the left side, leaves the difficult 5-10 split. Opportunity for Seward. Yes, Messenger takes out that 10 pin. Great shot.
Carl Taylor, first strike of the match, notches it for Seward.
Watch the headpin, the one on the front, go to the side wall, comes across the lane, takes out the 10. Great delivery.
And Berry just missing there. So the first open frame for Lexington. We're through 3.
Seward can take the lead if they get more than 7 on this shot, and they're going to. Wow, great shot.
Nyhart with the strike. A sophomore for Seward.
Double early for Seward, puts them up. Need to answer with Lexington. Goes Brooklyn, leaves just the 6 pin.
I always like to talk, statistics, percentages. When you go Brooklyn as opposed to not, how much less likely is it that you'll get that strike? Is there any sort of science behind it?
There is, but I don't have the number.
I can't believe that you're usually the one with all the answers. Is Lucian Gunn with the answer there? A strike for Seward.
Yeah, you stumped me, Brandon. I'll get the answer, though.
There we go. I can take that to my grave or put it on my resume. And
Great
no
spare.
look.
Great cover. Did what he needed to do. Spares keep them in it. Although a turkey for Seward, 3 strikes in a row, puts them about 24 pins in the lead.
That was Fees with his second spare for Lexington.
Another strike here will put him up by 35. It's got a chance. Great delivery.
Carl Taylor knocks them all down, and Seward with an amazing start here.
Lexington like to get back in it. Again, Brooklyn 6-pin. Brandon, this 4-bagger for Seward, they had that 5-bagger earlier versus York to win, and the fact to get 4 strikes in a row in Baker competition is very difficult to do. So they are figuring it out. And for a first-timer, it's tough.
Much needed pickup there by Lexington.
Yeah, make the spares, keep them in it, because an open could show up for Seward. It's going to change things dramatically. But Lexington needs to start striking here soon.
Seward with a 46-pin advantage and one extra frame bowled here as Barry gets ready to go.
So quiet, you can hear a pin drop. Ooh, ball left off his hand, misses the head pin to the left, leaves the difficult sleeper 1-5. Again, he needs to have the ball right basically on the center of the head pin and drive back through to get that 5. The ball's off to one side or the other. He's going to miss the pin behind there. But hopefully he can just hit it dead center. That looks pretty good. Perfect.
So officially 28 pins difference through 6. Four strikes in a row for Seward.
Yeah, they'll go to 38 if they can strike again. That's going to go left. Avoids the split, leaves the 6-10.
So back to Gabe Fees for Lexington.
The strike here, Gabe will get them going back the right way. Out of trouble, leaves just the 1-3.
So Nyhart goes in the gutter. There's that open frame you're talking about, providing a little chance for Lexington to make up some ground.
Yeah, that was an over adjustment from missing the 10 pin. He tried to make sure he got the ball to the right, a little too far, went right in the channel.
Unfortunately for Lexington, though, they're unable to capitalize it with an open frame in the 7th.
Missed opportunity. They had spared there. They could have put some more pressure back onto Seward, but Seward's in a commanding lead, 35 pins ahead with 3 frames left. If they can just get a striker spare each frame, they're going to lock it up. This game at least. Oh, ball bounces out of the gutter. That doesn't count. That's going to have to be reset. And a full rack of pins will need to go back up there.
So Jonah Bryan now bowling for the Minutemen. And he knocks them all down. And as mentioned, 0 pins on that first ball here in frame 8 for Seward.
And that's a standard USBC rule. Ball bounces into the gutter, comes back out, knocks pins over. They don't count. Has to have the pins reset, just like they were. And now he has to shoot a full rack of pins. Much better. Perfect. No harm, no foul, Brandon. That would have been just 9 on his first shot. The gutter doesn't affect their score.
And great job by Gunn there to bounce back and knock them all down.
Lexington would like to double. If they can, their pressure comes back. Oh, weak 10 pin.
Does that lock it up, or is there still a chance?
There's still a slight chance. A lot of pins here will basically make it a done deal. 8's going to give them one in the 60s. Still not over. But the large lady's getting out of her chair. Good cover. Covers the 10 pin. So it comes down to the 9th frame here. If Seward can spare this, then the game match is pretty much over. If they don't spare it, there's still a chance for Lexington. So there's an open. Seward's in a case, they get 9 pins. They are the guaranteed winner. Lexington must strike here to have a chance.
Ball from Fees. 7 down, 3 standing.
That's going to seal the deal. Seward is going to be your game 1 winner. They're going to go up 1-0.
Nyhart knocks down 8, but I mean, you look at the difference in this first match, it's those 4 strikes, frames 3 through 6 for Seward. Absolutely huge for the Blue Jays.
Absolutely. Any string of strikes in Baker is tough to beat. 153 for Lexington. Oh, chop. 179.
$179 to $153, your official score. Game 1. Seward takes it. We'll be back here. You're watching the Unified Bowling Championships on NCN. Welcome back to Sun Valley Lanes in Games. So first game goes to Seward, the top seed here in the Class B bracket. 179-153. And so the Cinderella story, if you want to call it that, John, continues with Seward first trip here, and apparently no jitters even in the championship round.
Yeah, Seward giving Lexington their first loss on the day. So we got to see how Lexington recovers from this. Good start, though. Leaves the 2-5, gets 8 on the board.
As mentioned to your point, Lexington swept Wilbur Claytoni in the first round and then knocked out second-seeded North Bend also 3-0.
Yeah, it's what we mentioned earlier, Brandon. You know, Seward coming into this new, you know, they haven't been there. They're not, maybe not even thinking about the nerves. They're just out there, have a good time, and wow, they just keep doing what they're doing. They're going to be your champs if they keep going this way.
So Lexington with an open frame to start.
Difficult spare here. He needs to get the ball right into the 1-3 just like that. Great cover.
Nyhart with the spare for Seward. Well worth another look.
Great cover.
Now Sylvester Vargas. We're seeing him now getting rotated into this second game, and he knocks them all down on his first ball.
Looked like a good substitution there. Coming in off the bench, striking on his first shot. It's got to loosen them up a little bit.
Lucian gun here for Seward.
Lucian a little bit wide right. Pin comes across, leaves just the 1-2. Ball got too far. Actually, it was in the oil too far in the middle of the lane. Caused the ball to skid a little bit too far. Skids past the head. Pin doesn't recover. But that hook or that rotation he gets will make up for some recovery room, but not that shot.
So this is Daisy Gomez also getting rotated in for Lexington, and she strikes as well.
Great shot by Daisy. 10 in the pit, textbook. Now they have a double. Again, we saw earlier the strings of strikes is what caused the win. Ooh, that's a costly open there.
Here's another look at Daisy's ball.
Perfect.
So Fees trying to make it a turkey. Instead, he knocks down 6.
6 on the double is good, gives them a 9-pin lead. Seward would like to answer, and they do.
That's Carl Taylor with the first strike for the Blue Jays here in game 2.
6-pin off the kickback, takes out that 10. Nice strike. It's got a hook. Ooh, we got the back 2. That's a little bit difficult to do, actually. Seward can take a 5-pin lead if they get a mark here. They got a striker spare. He's been pretty close all day, and this shot looks pretty good. Oh, yes.
Gets it. Nyhart with the strike. And as mentioned, the 5-pin lead heading into the 5th frame.
Great shot here. 5-pin goes over to catch the 7 and just catches it over. Perfect.
And Gunn knocks down 9.
Leaves a Brooklyn 5-pin right in the middle of the lane. Should be an easy spare. Difficult cover here. Oh, good break off the wall.
Well done by Vargas to get the spare.
With a spare here, Seward will be up by 14 pins if he covers this. Just got to throw your same first ball shot. It's right in the middle, just like that. Seward went from down 9 to up 14 through the midpoint of this game. Daisy says, oh, look at that.
Back-to-back strikes for Gomez.
Great performance there by Daisy. Watch this shot again. Got some rotation on the ball. We'll see it hook towards the head pin. Goes in light. 5 and the 4 mixed together. Take out the 7. 10 forward. Oh, what a bad break there.
Taylor feeling robbed that he doesn't have a strike.
That's called a stone 5. We're going to watch this. Watch the ball come in. The ball hits the 5, but the pin hits it from the other side, causes it to be stunned. Doesn't knock it over.
And then Fees on the flip side with a split.
Get another 5-pin. Throw your first ball shot. Covers it just like that. Difficult spare here, the baby split, the 4-5. Only way to make it is get the ball right between the 2 pins. Bowling ball is about 9 1/4 inches wide. That space is about 7.5 inches. Oh my. I was gonna say there's another way to make it, but I didn't think it would be possible. He did it the hard way.
Gabe Fees saying, let's not go down the middle.
Look at that. Proving me wrong. It's twice today.
I would be surprised if there's a third. Big strike there for Seward as well. Teams neck and neck here through 7. And a strike from Vargas.
That split conversion, I think it might be the key. Lexington took advantage of it. Got another strike. The momentum might be starting to swing. This shot will determine a lot for Seward in the end of this match. We know Daisy's going to be close. She's 2 for 2. So I got to like her chances of getting it close. Big shot right here.
Gunn gets 6.
You could see his reaction, let out a big exhale. He knew a little bit nerves going, got the adrenaline going. Just lost the ball at the bottom, didn't quite get the rotation, which is why it missed that pin to the right. Difficult spare, the 1-2-4-7. Can Daisy do it? Oh, so close. but an easy spare. Hopefully, I say it, but we'll see. That's got a, oh, yep, good job.
So that was Gunn with a nice pickup.
Yeah, covered it just the way. Got the ball to the left side of the head pin. Again, another 5-pin spare. So we're 13 pins here, Brandon, with a strike. We have a possibility of a tie if there's no strike here. Oh, but he got it.
Big strike for Taylor as we head to the 10th. As you mentioned, Seward with a 10-pin advantage.
So Lexington's going to have to mark to have any chance. Oh, it's 9. Striker spare here will seal the deal for Seward. That's going to go left. Difficult spare, the 1, 3, 6, 8, 10.
So Fee's needing this.
Has to spare. Oh, that's going to be trouble. Seward's going to win. They're up by 5, even if he opens. So 2 and out for Seward. That's all right. 174 to 169.
5-point difference, but Seward picks up game number 2 here in the Class B Unified Bowling State Championships. Stay with us. Game 3 when we return. And welcome back. Seward jumping out to a 2-0 lead in its first ever year as a unified bowling program. They win this next one, they will be Class B state champs. We would like to remind our viewers, special thanks to all of our presenting sponsors. Currency, which makes financing quick, easy, and secure for machinery, ag equipment, and more. Also Allo. With Allo, you can rely on honest and hassle-free pricing. Find out more at allofiber.com. And Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. John, as mentioned, Lexington swept both of its first 2 opponents and find themselves in an unfamiliar territory, down 2-0.
Yeah, that makes it tough. They need to get this game out the door, get some strikes and spares early, try to put some pressure on Seward, which they really haven't had a chance to do today. So it's going to be a tough match, tough fight back for Seward. Let's see if they can get it started with a spare here. Oh, so close.
Just missing. And Nyhart also leaving it open, so we're even after 1.
Yeah, Lexington being here before, you think they would know and can kind of get the feet going and just get stuff moving in the right direction. It just hasn't happened yet. Seward's been dominant so far and has been most of the day with the exception of that York match. Difficult spare there, Brandon, and it's known as the washout. 1, 2, 4, 10. Got to get the ball left side of the head pin, have it hit that 10. The ball will take out the 2, 4. And it's a tricky window. If you get the ball too far left, the head pin will go around the 10. It's just the right area you got to get it to.
9 knocked down by Gunn for Seward. So Bryan attempting to get this difficult washout.
Gotta get the ball left side, too far to the left. It's another open for Lexington. Spare here with Seward will start to give them an early lead, and they got it.
Well, Daisy Gomez is up. She had 2 strikes and a spare in game 2.
Yeah, great big form. She knows all the basics, makes a good delivery, has great leverage when she lets go of the ball. Off her hand, pretty good. Gets 8.
8 on the other side from Taylor.
Taylor, a little bit quick with his feet. Saw him kind of go off balance at the end. It's usually a sign that you rush the line, but avoids a split. Once again, nice shot by Daisy. Keeps her leverage, balance. Great follow through. We're going to see it here. Watch when she slides. She stays in the position, keeps her shoulder up. Great follow through. The epitome of a bowler.
And we haven't even talked about your bowling background yet, but you would know.
Yeah, I've had the chance to coach 1 or 2 across the world.
9 knocked down there by Fees. You also had a spare picked up by Seward in frame 3 as well. Here's Nyhart.
Nyhart, a little bit of left off his hand again. When he gets the ball out, extends towards the right side of the lane, the ball reacts a little bit better, goes into the pocket. The last couple, he's done what's called cutting short. Doesn't get the ball, the extension onto the lane, and it causes it to hook early and go left. You know, Brandon, I've said for a long time, strikes are for show, but spares are for dough. And I think this match is going to come down to the spares.
All right, now we're through 4 frames. Seward with a 12-pin advantage. And coming off that spare in the 4th.
Lexington would like to strike here. Yes.
Just what the doctor ordered. Jonah Bryan with the strike.
Let's see how Seward responds. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, it didn't hook. He's too far in that oil. Needs to move his feet and the ball right.
Well, you've mentioned oil a couple times. We haven't gotten into it yet, but bowling, there's specific oil patterns that impact how the ball rolls. What can you tell us about what we're dealing with today?
So what you can't see is that there is actually conditioner placed on the lane. If we place it in the middle of the lane, then the scores tend to be higher. If it's less conditioner on the outside, the theory is that the ball goes towards the channel, it will hook back if there's less conditioner. If there's more, the ball goes straight. So if you put more in the middle, less on the outside, scores tend to be higher. And that's what's a little bit different about this year. We have a little bit more oil in the middle than we have in years past, which is why scores are up slightly.
And Gomez here attempting to pick up the spare. It's going to somehow goes between the pin and the gutter.
I bet you if we asked her to do that on purpose, I'm not quite sure she could. Just a bad break.
And a strike for Seward and Taylor.
Taylor not affected by the previous open. Comes in with light pocket, great pin action, takes out that 7. Nice shot there. Trip it. Oh. That could have gone to either way. That 2-pin just missed 4. Could have struck just as easy. It did not.
So Nyhart, all just hanging on. Ends up getting 8 out of it.
That's where we see an example of that less oil on the outside of the lane. It did look like it was going to go in the gutter, but it didn't because there's less conditioner there. Then the ball was able to grab and come back.
Big spare for Fees.
Yeah, that spare keeps Lexington in it. Seward needs the spare here to keep their lead. Got it.
Well done by Nyhart.
19 pins, and we're through the 7th frame. Both teams have a mark, so Seward technically does have a true 19-pin lead. Lexington's going to have to start striking to try to gain that lead back. Oh, difficult 1-2-7-10 washout. That's the more challenging of the two.
And a reminder that Seward has a 2-0 lead. Lexington needs to get a victory here to keep it going. Seward, they want to get it done in 3.
Yeah, they're up by 23. And that's assuming Lexington makes this difficult 1-2-7-10 washout. Got to get the ball left side of the head pin. That's got a hook. No. Uh-oh. Seward looking like they might be our state champs.
25-pin lead after 8. It's coming off a strike. There's another.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's about going to be it. Even if Lexington strikes out, they'll give them 156 with 2 gutter balls. Seward's at 141, so it's going to be a tough battle. Daisy, a good shot, just lost it off her hand at the very end. Didn't get quite the rotation she had been. Ball skids by the head pin, leaves the 1-2-4-8. But now it's a matter of 3 pins. If Seward can get 3 pins on their first shot, they're your champ. Assuming Lexington spares. I like it. Oh, no. Bad break.
1 left standing. So this ball here from Nyhart we're assuming will all but completely seal it. Will seal it.
Yes.
And he knows it too.
Taking his time. And Lexington must strike to have any sort of chance. Good shot. Gets 8. That's it. Seward is your state champ, ladies and gentlemen.
Nyhart with the throw. And it's more than enough. As you mentioned, Seward already the state champs here in the 10th frame. This is just a formality to finish things up.
How's that, Brandon? First time here, 3 and out. Pretty impressive.
Well, stay tuned. We're going to talk to Candace Bridgeford, first-year head coach, about how her team did it. But they knock off the defending champs in their first ever year as a program.
167 for Seward. And track the scores, Brandon, but they averaged about 175 or so. That's a lot.
179, 174, 167 here in the championship match. To 122, so it's official. The Seward Blue Jays, first year as a unified bowling program, and they bring home the Class B title, sweeping Lex 3-0, 179-153, 174-169, and 167 to 122. Stay with us here on News Channel Nebraska. The awards presentations are coming up next.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Sartor Hamann was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Sartor Hamann. I love it. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Sartor Hamann.
We're definitely coming back in the future.
We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes, the wedding bands. We'll be back for that.
Sartor Hamann Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for a winning play to make your game day complete? Look no further than Speedy Mart, your family-owned neighborhood convenience store. Score big with the wide range of snacks, drinks, and fuel for the road that will keep the whole crew cheering. And here's the kicker. Our friendly atmosphere and convenient location make every visit a slam dunk. So rally the family and head to Speedy Mart for the ultimate game day experience.
At Zollner Ford, come and see our great selection of new Ford vehicles. Whether you're looking to buy new or you need a car serviced, it's our pleasure to assist you. Our online website makes shopping even easier. Browse our massive inventory of vehicles or schedule your next maintenance appointment. We even offer drop-off and pickup services. Stop by today or visit us online at zollnerofbeatrice.com.
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. And the big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to laundry pairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
From Lincoln Southeast High School, and Tom Lee from Omaha Westview, and Special Olympics Nebraska Vice President Nate Parks. Here are your awards for the runner-up, Lexington High School. Will Coach Mary Reimers and her assistants please come to the lane area to present the silver medals to your team. Participants, please come forward as your name is called. Our first bowler, Traven Berry. Jonah Ryan. Gabe Fees. Daisy Gomez. Sylvester Vargas. For these outstanding participants in their school, here is the 2023 Class B NSAA State Unified Sports Bowling Runner-Up Trophy. Congratulations, Lexington High School. And now for the champions from Seward High School. First, sorry about that. And now to the champions from Seward, Nebraska, Seward High School. First, head coach Candace Bridgeford. We have a special award for you. Coach Bridgeford and your assistants, you will hand out the gold medals to your teams. Participants, come forward as your name is called. Our first bowler, Christy Horner. Lucian Gunn. Cameron Nyhart. Creighton Roth. And Carl Taylor. For these outstanding athletes in their school, here is the 2023 Class B NSAA State Unified Sports Bowling Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Seward High School.
And congratulations to Seward, the Class B state champs in their first ever year as a unified bowling program, sweeping Lexington here in the finals. Stay with us. We're going to hear from head coach Candace Bridgeford as well as a bowler on the state championship Seward team when we return.
To sum up the past 20 years in one word, exceptional. It's one of our core values. But our people have been truly exceptional. Our customer support has been exceptional. In 20 years, where will Allo be? When we started, we were just a business fiber company. Then the demand came from residential. Now the products of both business and residential just continue to expand. We've got to start with customers' needs and always work backwards. The customers will tell us, and our teammates will take us there.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
The air inside your home can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than outside air. John Henry's priority is keeping your home safe and healthy for you and your family. Cleaning your home's air duct system is an important part of that goal. Our service professionals will clean your air ducts using top-of-the-line equipment that pulls air in reverse through the duct system, while using compressed air and agitation tools to remove unwanted particles. Once the air is discharged, it runs through 3 stages of filtration, leaving your air duct system restored and functioning cleaner than ever. Contact John Henry's today and schedule your steps to a healthier home.
Life is a wild ride. It's important to have a trusted partner along the way. Liberty First Credit Union exists to provide its members with affordable financial services. Whether it is a large purchase, a new car or home remodel, overcoming obstacles, or chasing your dreams. Financing life is what we do best. Give us a call or visit libertyfirstcu.com.
Champions are crowned each year in Lincoln. All of us at Visit Lincoln welcome the athletes, families, and fans from across Nebraska to our community. When the final whistle blows and the game ends, make sure to discover how Lincoln can make your stay even more memorable. Stop by the Visitor Center at 7th and P in the Haymarket or visit us on the web at lincoln.org. Visit Lincoln is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And welcome back to Sun Valley Lanes and Games. Brandon Axmit joined by Candace Bridgeford, the head coach of winning Seward, its first ever year as a unified bowling program. Obviously, then its first ever time here at State, and you guys went all the way.
Yes.
Candace, how are you feeling about it, and how did you do it?
It was just really exciting. You know, we have a lot of experienced bowlers on our team, so I think that's been helpful to our team to be able to make it through everything today.
Now you won your first set, or your first match rather, 3-0. Yeah, you had some adversity in the semis with York.
Yes.
Had 5 strikes in a row just to get here. How much do you think that impacted what you were able to do against Lexington? Because they had not lost a single game all day. They were the defending champs, and then you sweep them 3-0.
Yeah. I think we had some really good momentum and just, you know, kept it going. And we were a little intimidated by Lexington at first, seeing those 3 wins, but, you know, our bowlers did a great job.
Any specific words of wisdom you gave your bowlers throughout the day?
We just told them to, you know, have fun and relax, and, you know, they did it.
And we had a chance to talk about this prior to the competition, but year 1 for Seward, and you were a big part of why there's now a unified bowling program here. Why was that important to you, and can you share with the audience how this came to be?
Yeah, we have a Special Olympics bowling team at the middle school level. A lot of our students moved up to the high school this year, and there wasn't anything like that for them. So I went to the administration last year and said, hey, let's start unified bowling, and they were very supportive. So,
well, lastly, a big part of this year's program, Cameron Neihart, we're going to talk to him next. What does he offer this team, and what type of person is he, and why is he such an awesome person to have on the unified bowling squad?
He's a great bowler, first of all. He's just committed to being a part of the team. He bowls a lot on his own time as well. He's part of the boys bowling team. And I don't know if you guys saw it today, but he got 3 strikes in a row in his 10th frame, and that's the second time he's done that this season, so very exciting for him.
Well, Coach, thank you for the time. Congrats on winning, and hopefully many more years of success for this new program.
Thanks.
All right, let's bring on Cameron Neihart, who is a part of this Blue Jays championship program. Cameron will just put this on. All right, so Cameron.
Yeah.
State champions.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about it?
Feeling pretty good.
Walk us through maybe some of the feelings you were having throughout the day. Let's go to that York game when it was 2-2 and you had to win that final game. What were you feeling in that moment?
Like really nervous. Yeah.
And obviously you won, so less nervous. What were the thoughts prior to the start of this game against Lexington, where you knew you were going against the defending champs?
I felt pretty good. Yeah.
Well, it showed, too, by the way you bowled. Is there anything specifically or any sort of routine that you like to do when preparing to bowl that helps lead to your success?
Yeah. Just take it step by step, pretty much.
Well, you did that. Yeah. You're state champs. Are you a junior, senior? Which year are you?
Sophomore.
Sophomore. So you're coming back for 2 more years.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Pretty good. I like bowling.
Well, you like it, you're good at it, and you did a very good job here today. Seward, in its first ever year, you're state champ, so congratulations on the big victory.
Thank you.
That is Cameron Neihart, state champion bowler for this first year unified bowling program here at Seward. Stay with us. We'll wrap up our coverage of B and get ready for the Class A championships coming up next here on News Channel Nebraska.
It's in the way we begin our day. It's in our story, in the things we say and see. And we are your home. It's in relationships and time we spend on your farm, in your heart, and with your friends. And see, and we are your home. News Channel Nebraska, we're
Woodhouse brings you the experts and insight to keep your vehicle road ready. From regular maintenance to larger issues, our team of service advisors and brand certified techs have the solutions to get you and your vehicle back on the road. Plus, you can enjoy convenience of scheduling online, amenities like pickup and delivery, and for quick fixes, comfortable lounges within our dealerships. Bringing you more every time since 1975. Service with Woodhouse.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
And welcome back. We're wrapping up our coverage of the Class B Unified Bowling State Championships. Seward sweeping Lexington 3-0. How did the Blue Jays do it? Well, let's take a look at our top plays brought to you by Currency. 2023 Unified Bowling State Championships at Sun Valley Lanes and Games in Lincoln, Nebraska. Seward, the defending champs. Lexington, the defending champs, taking on Seward the first year ever this program's been in existence. Seward nabbed the top seed through the seeding round, taking on Lexington, the 3 seed on the day. And you see that strike starting things off for Cameron Nyhart. Seward had never been here before. First year as a program, they did not show it. That's Carl Taylor with the strike as well. Seward would take the first game 179 to 153. Lexington got a big boost by Daisy Gomez, specifically in game number 2. She threw 2 strikes and a spare on her 3 balls, but it would be Seward who still took the second game as well, 174-169. Just 5 points, but Seward edges Lexington in game number 2. And this is a best 3 out of 5 situation, and Seward continuing to roll despite another good ball there from Gomez. The Blue Jays would not be denied. You also had some great bowling here by Gabe Fees of Lexington. This statistically does not happen. The only way to pick up that spare is throwing it down the middle, but Gabe Fees says there's another way to do it, and he showed us with that amazing ball, but despite that, it would not be enough. Another well-thrown ball by Carl Taylor, and Seward would take the third game as well. 167 to 122. The Blue Jays, in their first year as a unified bowling program, roll through the state competition, knock off the defending champs, and they do it in dominant fashion, 3 games to none in the final. The Blue Jays get to hoist the 2023 Unified Bowling State Championship Program trophy for Class B. That will do it for our coverage here of Class B. Again, just Class B, so we still have the Class A final coming up later today. It will be between Lincoln Northeast and Columbus. Columbus, also a defending champ from last year. And they will be taking on the Rockets of Lincoln Northeast, and it will be at 3 o'clock. So it's 2:25 now. 3 o'clock's when the A championship will start, meaning we're going to take a break. We're going to go back to regular programming here on News Channel Nebraska, and we'll be back here live at 2:55 to get ready for the 3 o'clock start for the Unified Bowling Class A Championship between Lincoln Northeast and Columbus. So for now, this is Brandon Axelman signing off for the Class B Unified Bowling. Stay with us. We're returning to regular programming, and we'll be back live here in Lincoln in about 30 minutes. We'll see you soon.